I just saw a bird chewing on my trellis. And if he's out there eating my crap, I'm gonna go get him. And I'm gonna bust him first to show you that they're the devil. Today is May 4th, I think. And I'm gonna give an update. The table, you can actually see the glass underneath the containers today because I have moved a bunch of them to my raised bed. Remember the Bud Light containers? I think the name of that video is Score. I found a purpose for them. I cut all the bottoms out. Oh yes I did. No bottoms in the containers. And when I get around to the raised bed, I'll show you what I did with them. Pretty much there's nothing out of the ordinary to show you here, except that I decided to regrow some squash and zucchini. Actually zucchini. I put one black beauty seed, and I had 3 leftover older ones. Well, it doesn't look like the 3 older ones are gonna come out, but my one black beauty did. So I have one zucchini that I'll be looking for a home for it in a while. And let's show you my maters. Now, before I get going here, I'm going to say that I have bought most of my seeds off eBay. I also don't have a lot of experience at this stuff, so I am wrong a lot. However, I do know that the last time I bought tomato seeds, I bought Roma and beefsteak from the same person, and I know that I labeled them properly, but I think this person I bought them from either labeled them backwards, or these are not anything what I think they are. So that being said, I thought this was a beefsteak, but as you can see by the way they're growing, the shape of them, they're not a beefsteak. Those look like the Romas, and I've never grown Roma, so I don't know. Could be some kind of pear tomato for all I know. I don't have a clue. But I decided on these to keep them to remove all the suckers, and in doing that, it's really been different because I seem to be getting tomatoes at every joint, or where normally I don't mess too much with the suckers and I just have tomatoes randomly all over and not in clusters. So I don't know if that's the kind of plant this is, or if it's because I'm removing the suckers and just letting the one line go up. This one I gotta tie off because, well, as you can see, it's time. Okay, so those are the two. I thinned them out and I only left 2. I'm gonna call them Romas, and 2 beefsteak. Beefsteak. And see, these were labeled Roma, and as you can see, they are not. Oh, the one in the back there looks pretty big. Get a good shot back there. Look at all those tomatoes. And again, same thing. I'm removing the suckers, letting it just grow on up, and it just seems to be a lot healthier. It seems to be producing more at each juncture, whatever. Nothing too much out of the ordinary here. Some cabbage that are not growing. It's because I don't know what I'm doing, and maybe they want something bigger, but I don't have anything bigger to give it. And parsley. I also don't know how to grow garlic, but I had a big head of it in the kitchen, and I broke it apart and stuck it in dirt, and that's what I have. I have no idea how long it's supposed to grow. I've been wanting to put my finger in the dirt and see if I can feel any little balls of garlic in there, but I haven't done it. But it's growing. So, and I've been trying to add dirt a little bit. You know, as these get taller, I add a little dirt and then I unroll my bag. But the bag's just about almost all the way unrolled. This I thought was dead. Oh, I forgot what you call it. And my tag's gone. Mystery plant. Oh man. Neon lights. Kale? No. Wow. Hold on. Let me go find my tag. Probably cannot see that. Aha. Swiss chard neon. Anyway, I really didn't have a place to put it in the garden or anything, and it's just been sitting over there on the table. Kind of stunted. And I looked today and I was like, oh my goodness, there's growth to this thing. So I transplanted it into just a little bit of a bigger pot. I'm in Central Florida, and I have it in my mind that anything leafy, like lettuce and stuff, and you know, things like that, either don't grow here or they grow and they taste bitter. I have no idea. So for now, you know, it's growing, so I'm gonna let it grow. Aloe, there's no signs of green. Ooh, okay, sorry for the big thing, but I want to show you something. That aloe there had the same problem, but if you look at the bottom, it's starting to come back green. So I think there might be hope for that. And this one actually has a little growth in the center. So I just haven't messed with it. Someone suggested on my last video to maybe take it inside. And I thought, well, maybe they're right, you know, because I transplanted it and it probably has transplant shock and everything else, but I hadn't done that yet. But hopefully it's showing signs of getting better. Those are a bunch of little cabbages that came from the same thing that did, and they're stunted small, where those are stunted a little bigger, and anyhow. Some leftover cilantro. Some sun gold cherry tomatoes, but they're kind of stunted because they need a bigger pot, but I don't have one for it yet. Okay, I've been doing lots of work over here, so let me show you what's going on. Today, I did a lot of cutting back on my tomatoes. These are the ones that were like a month or so ago. I was crying and whining about blight. Thank goodness I don't have that problem anymore. And it was just kind of weird because I noticed on the news last night when I was watching it, they made a comment that here in Central Florida that even though we haven't had rain in like forever, it's a common problem right now that a lot of people's plants are getting fungus on them. I have no idea what that means. Like I said, I'm new at this stuff, but I took heart that maybe that blight stuff was not completely my fault. Okay, I had to go get the phone, so I'm not quite sure where I stopped. Oh yes, about the blight. So, yeah, so I don't feel quite so bad about that anymore. So this is just giving you a little update. There's some little, in that little grain pot. Those are some more, okay, brain fart. Cherry tomatoes, what do they call? Oh, sun gold. They're just kind of stunted in their growth until I can get a pot for them. I like to get the free pots at Walmart and Publix, the grocery store. And I bought all of those orange ones one time. And, you know, I could buy more, but part of gardening is, you know, I just think it's the right thing to try and do it free. Oh, maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong, I don't know. thinks that's what I want to do. So those, I'll sit there a little longer. But if I don't get anything soon, I am cleaning those out. Those were from my squash and zucchini that I got rid of. I'm working on taking that dirt and I put it in tubs to kind of let it set and kind of like a compost pile. I'm assuming it, it'll get healthier as it sits there and so forth. I don't know how that works either. I'm still learning. And that's one of my pepper plants, and I have my pepper plants so confused. I have no idea. I have it's a sweet bell of some color, who knows. These are where I thinned out the tomatoes over at the fence. That's the beefsteak. That's the beefsteak. Oops, looks like I need to trim one of the branches. It branched into two. These are some of the peppers, sweet peppers. I'm just going to call them sweet peppers because really I think it was the package said a sweet mixed. So I don't know what color. And then I did have one package of all orange. There's one of the Sun Gold tomatoes. Sun Gold, Sun Gold. Okay. Also, I have this, I'll show you what I'm doing here. I have my water. There we go. I don't know if you can tell on this camera, but it's pink water. Anyhow, I don't see it, but hopefully when I watch it back you can see that it's pink. And the reason it's pink is because these old plants here, I want to try something. I saw somebody did a video about these, I want to call them calcium pills because that's why you use them, but they're antacid tablets. The video that I watched, the person used some that were like 1,000, let me find it here, 1,000 milligrams of calcium carbonate. These are $7.50. So I took a bottle of well water and I put 4 of those in there, and I'm just going to divide it up amongst these old plants, these 4 old plants that I have here. Pour them at the base. Oh, I did forget to tell you. Probably hard to see, but at the base of that board down there is also a new transplant. That's a Sun Gold tomato. They also put one here and here. And what I'm going to try and do with these, I assume that these other plants will be kind of out of the way in time, but I'm going to let them run up the wood, keeping them, the suckers pulled, get them to the top, and let them do just one, and then I might let them hang over and just go crazy, but like keep that first one trimmed down with no suckers on it. Kind of like using that top bar there as like a topsy-turvy. Let it come on and flip on over and just hang down. That's what these are doing. So we'll try that. Okay, now let's go over to the raised bed. As we turn the corner here, this is one of my plants I thinned out from over there. So the little tag down there says beefsteak, but I'm pretty sure those are aromas. And that's also aroma, but it doesn't have any fruit yet. It's a little more stunted. These are tubs of dirt that I poured out of those buckets there. I figure I'll just let them sit a while and decompose and maybe work it into some dirt, some planting another time. The end of last year I dumped a bunch of it on the ground here, and then really wasn't able to salvage a lot of it because it just became part of the yard. So this time I figured, well, if I put it in the containers that I'm not using, I'd be more apt to get more use out of that. So here's some more peppers, and again, these are all sweet bells. These in fact, I think all of these I did. I don't remember, but all of these 4, I cut them back when they started producing fruit. I just chopped it off and let it come back, and they're coming back really good. It's like they have a lot of, like the stem is thicker, and they just seem to be bushier. This is the first time I've grown pepper, so I have no idea what they would have been had I not cut them off. I watched the YouTube video, it looked like the right thing to do, so I cut it off. Okay, here we go. This is what I've been working on all day, and I am filthy dirty because of it. Oops, wrong way to do this. I decided, this is with the beer buckets, the Bud Light buckets. And this has been kind of hard to do, but it's working. I had to pretty much dig out this corner of the bed, or this 3/4 of the bed, place the containers in there, and use water to help fill in the dirt around them. And it's still not done because there's still a lot of unevenness, but it's a work in progress, and I'm already really liking it. So basically, if you remember, I cut the bottoms out of these buckets, so there's no bottoms. So if they grow roots, they'll grow right down into the bed, so they're not stifled by the small container. When I got these, I was really excited, but then I was like, well, what am I going to do with them? And you know, the containers were kind of small, and so I was like, well, that kind of limits what I can do, you know, what I can put in them. And then I thought of this, because I had all this stuff sitting over there on the table in these little tiny cups, and this is just great. So let me tell you what I have. Well, first, let's go past the buckets and look over there. There are some onion over there. And I tried to stay away from them, and there's not a lot, just a few. But I may try to add some more seeds over there. Those I transplanted, and that one particularly seems to be taken off. And again, I have no idea how to grow these things. I have no idea how long to leave it in, if I'm supposed to check on it, if I'm supposed to do anything to it, or just let it go. So, let it go. Okay, so this, starting in that back corner, that is just that's a regular mint plant, no special flavors, mint. The next one over is called Common Sage. That one is an apple mint. This is cilantro, and it looks like it's going to seed, so I may not have should have put it there. We'll see. But that's what that is. This one is my daughter's favorite, and that's the chocolate mint, or actually her fiance's favorite. I'm not sure. So that's chocolate mint, and hopefully I can take care of that, and one day I can get her a cutting or something off, unless somebody out there has some chocolate mint seeds that they would like to give to my daughter. I'll definitely send you a stamped envelope. The next one over there is rosemary. Actually, let me go back to this chocolate mint and say, I bought this plant at Home Depot, and it was already a plant. So I really don't know if it produces seeds. And if it does, maybe you could just video response and tell me, you know, how to collect the seeds, and I could even do that and try sending her the seeds. That'd be cool. I'd like that. Okay, so this is a rosemary. I love the smell. It smells like a Christmas tree. This is my sweet basil, stevia, and the last one is orange mint. long way. So those are my containers. These are my cucumbers. I could have put another bucket there, but I'm thinking that, you know, I just thinking I shouldn't. I'll leave that side and that side for growing other things. And if I want to expand, which maybe after those onions are done, I may go that way with them. I did save the rest. I have like 4, so I could do another row. But this is good for now. I like this. I'm happy with this. Gives me time to check it out. Now, here's the thing. In the summer, when it gets, you know, August, September, it's going to be super hot here. It's going to be like near 100 degrees, high humidity, and this, where the cucumbers are, is the west side. So the sun, this is the evil west side, and which leaves these very exposed to hot sun. I'm hoping that these cucumbers will grow this trellis and help block up some of that end of the day sun that just seems to, my plants don't like it. It's too hot. Hopefully the cucumbers will survive it. Over here, those are my other 2 boxes, and both of those are full of lemon cucumber. Now my mother is craving tomatoes and cucumber mixed with some kind of sour cream or yogurt. I'm not sure exactly what she was talking about. I guess somebody's told her about it. So I got the tomatoes going on, but now here come the cucumber, but they're still little yet. I did see today though that, let's see if I can find it, that they do have some blooming. It's an itty bitty baby. Oh, and there's one more into there, and I can't see all of them. Try zooming in on that. That's pretty cool. But there you go, Mom. I got the cucumbers coming. Hang in there. So maybe her idea will go good with the lemon cucumbers. I've never tasted them. She's never tasted them. And then against the back wall, there's just a couple more of, that's a random cherry tomato, and on the orange bucket's a random cherry tomato, and the little bucket over there is one of those sweet bells. I just haven't gotten a chance to bring them over closer to the others yet. And that's about it for the update. Got a couple more bags of soil that I can work with. We're doing transplants over there. We've got a bunch of cow manure, and these beds, well, that bed there and that bed there are 100% full of those bags of cow manure. We'll see how, so far they like it. I don't know if it'll cause any trouble not having other things. So this is an experiment. And this bed is a mix of all kinds of different soils. But I did do the little containers with the cow manure. Okay, well that's it for this update. I've really been working hard today, so I probably won't have, my back will probably be killing me. I probably won't be able to do this again for a month, but I hope that you enjoy it, and any tips, I'd love to hear them. I always love to hear them. And Sissy, I love you. Oh, I lied. There's one more thing. I noticed today when I was thinning these tomatoes that there's this stuff all over here. Oh, can't see that. And I've already moved it, but there was a leaf actually up under here, like cupped, and that stuff was full. So I don't know if I've got something behind there chewing up that wood, which I don't feel anything because it looks like sawdust. Well, my dad says it's pollen. So I don't know. Looks like somebody didn't like their haircut today. Yeah, I have a few wilties going on, but this should be alright. This usually happens when I stress them a little bit. Okay, I'm really ending this now. This is the next day. And I come out here and I see that a lot of my plants are still wilty. And I'm thinking, well, this is not normal. It's normal for them to be stressed right after I do some plucking, but this isn't normal. So I go to looking, see if I can show you this one. I follow it down, I trace it down, and see if I can get in here. Yesterday, I think I clipped the wrong thing. So this whole line has got no nutrients. So I'm going to have to go in here and pull all this out. I have killed my bush. Well, I haven't killed it, but I sure did kill a big bunch of it. So, okay. Oh well, here we go. And one more last shot before I finish off the video. Show my mother how her cucumbers are really going up the trellis now. And we got some really good flowering going on. Let's go. Won't be long, won't be long, won't be long.